Hey guys, welcome to the arcade and thank you very much for joining me today. Now, over on the YouTube channel, we hit quite a big milestone recently. We hit 500, or we surpassed 500 subscribers, which has been absolutely fantastic. And I will say a big thank you to every one of you that has subscribed, liked, and shared the content that we've made. We do this because you guys want to watch it, and that means an awful lot to us. So seeing over 500 people subscribing to the channel has just been absolutely fantastic. So what we thought we would do to kind of celebrate that milestone is to do an updated version of the arcade tour. I did one a long time ago, but for 500 people, let's do another one. So let's jump into it. So when we step through the door initially, you can see the first thing that catches your eye is definitely the arcade racer. And it's definitely my pride and joy. I've really loved building this thing up. It was built on a shoestring, and I'm fairly pleased with how it came out, because it's definitely a draw for people when they come round here. It plays about 18 to 20 different racing games. And yes, I built it cheap, and it does pretty much what I wanted to. Give you a quick run through, the TV was being chucked out, so I got that fairly cheap. The numbskull wheel and pedals, they were what, 50 quid I think. The seat here was from a breaker's yard, so got that one free. It's sitting on pallets that my brother-in-law helped me get a hold of, so they were free. The felt on top was just something I had, so it was free. It was originally powered by a Raspberry Pi 4. That has since been replaced. So that is a Dell Optiplex that I picked up off Amazon. It's one of their refurbished ones. So fairly happy with how it's running. The recent update of Battlesera has really allowed me to add a few more games as well. Ridge Racer never really worked for me. It wouldn't recognize the pedals. But since the update, I've had no issue with it. And I just keep adding games as people suggest to me. So I've got a few on my list that I want to try and get running. So I'll try and add them to the machine and see how it goes. Looking over here, we have our pinball machine. So this is an arcade 1-up Star Wars machine, but it is soft modded to run the 3 game packs, so Marvel, Star Wars, and Williams. So you can see down here we've got No Good Gophers, we got White Waters, Attack from Mars, all the good stuff on there. I really like the Williams table, so for me, I'm usually on these ones. Usually not that good at scoring on them, but I do like the tables on the Williams pack. Moving over, we have the Star Wars machine from Arcade 1-Up. Now this is their re-release machine. So if you kind of look down here, you can see the light up coin door that they added to that. It's slightly different artwork on there as well, but it has the control scheme that they had on the original machine, which is just absolutely fantastic. I really do like that. Light up marquee, all the rest. Plays the 3 games. You've got Star Wars, you've got Empire Strikes Back, and you've got Return of the Jedi. I think Empire's probably my favorite when it comes to that. I do enjoy that, but it's great. It's a great machine. It's probably my favorite arcade 1-up machine that they've released and I own. It's definitely one that gets a lot of use. Looking to the side here, we have the 2 fruit machines that we've picked up. So we have Grand Blaster Cash and Deal or No Deal Break the Bank. Both of them are working really well. There's no issues with either of them. Both do need to have their coin mechanism changed, but that would only be if I wanted to sell them on. At the moment, they will run perfectly fine on the demo mode. So you can see, just if I hit here, we can just run through and have a bit of fun just playing the machine. Oh, no holds down. But like I say, people just play them when they come around for a bit of a laugh. There's no money or anything in them. We just keep them on the demo mode, and they're working grand. The lights and sounds and everything from these machines are always good, because that's what they were designed to be. They were designed to be an attraction for people, to draw people in, and I like having them. At some point maybe I will change the coin mechanism, but like I say, that's for if I'm selling them on. If we swing around here, we can see the three machines that started it all. These are what's kind of affectionately being called the Three Amigos. So Turtles was my first machine, which I absolutely had to get when I found out that they did a 4-player Turtles machine. Now you can see with player 1 and player 4 that the deck overhangs a fair bit. So with the 4-player machines, you do need a bit more space for these, but I absolutely love this game, and the kids love it, and people who come over, having 4 players around it isn't as tight as you might think. You can get around it easy enough, and yeah, it's definitely a game that people really enjoy. Quick on the heels of Turtles was Mortal Kombat, because I am a Mortal Kombat kid. I enjoy playing this more than I do Street Fighter. Just the way it was. You were either Mortal Kombat or you were Street Fighter, and I just preferred the Mortal Kombat games. My son Jason really enjoys playing this. He's starting to get used to a few of the character moves, and he's able to kind of hold his own now, so very pleased to see that. And then over here we have our Namco Legacy machine. So this is currently running Pac-Mania. It's a good machine because there's 12 games on, so you can pick and choose what you want for the day. Certainly Pac-Man and Galaga would be the ones that you usually get picked, because they're your classics. Galaga was just such an amazing game, and Pac-Man, Pac-Mania are great as well. But the other games on there, like Pac-Land and Pac-and-Pal and what have you, are good as well. I do enjoy picking them up and playing from time to time. And we've got our nice wee sign up there as well. Now, moving on to here, we have the DIY project. So at the moment it's running Dragon's Lair, but if you can see here, we let Carter loose on it over the summer holidays there, and he is able to do a fantastic looking paint job on this. I'm really pleased with it. And if you can see on the main deck here, he's used the same paint that I used on the floor, so it's glowing as the lights hit it, and I thought that was really cool. I didn't know about it until one night I was out here and saw it glow. I just thought that was fantastic. Going around here, you can sort of, if I can get you in this side here, you can see what he's done here. It's really, really cool. I absolutely love it. And then on the other side, you've got this. So all I really did was added a bit of... All I've done is add a bit of clear varnish to protect the artwork, and I'm going to get some sort of neon orange T-molding and add it there, because I think that will make it really stand out, really pop. So do really like that. There's a few other things to do as well. Get a bezel and a marquee as well on there, but for now, very happy with how things are. And then our final arcade 1-up machine is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Now, this was a machine I always said I was going to get if they ever brought it out, and when they did, I jumped on it. So yes, I was able to pick this up from Quirky Shop when they were still in business, because they had I think it was about 20% off your first order. So I picked this up and there was a big chunk of change off this. So I was really pleased with being able to pick it up. And yeah, it usually sits on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you know, the marquee title, but occasionally you'll get requests for the other games as well, just for people to mess around if they remember some of the other ones. We do have this little guy in here. Now, You can sort of see that that screen is blank at the moment. So this is our light gun or Sinden machine. It used to be a Raspberry Pi 4, but I upgraded the hardware on it to a Raspberry Pi 5 and didn't back up the config. So I've lost all of that. So everything that was done for the light gun games I've lost. So I have to do it again. So I will get round to that at some stage. But yeah, I haven't done it yet. So standing up here, you can have a look around the arcade. I absolutely love that sticker. No drinks in the machines. So you can see that we are pretty much full, I would say. There's definitely no more room for machines without having to sell one. So this is probably the configuration that the arcade will remain in for some time, but that's not a bad thing. Like I say, we've got the arcade racer, which I can just keep adding games to. We've got the DIY machine, which I can just keep adding games to. We've got the Sinden machine that once I've done the config, I can just keep adding games to. So although we don't have many machines in here, there's definitely a almost endless amount of games that we can play. And at some stage I'll probably upgrade that again so that it'll run off a PC, allowing me to do even more like modern games as well. So I'm really happy with how the arcade looks and feels at the moment. I love it when people come round because you can just get... It really does feel like an old school arcade, watching people play and enjoy and just get that feeling of nostalgia sort of oozing off them. It's fantastic to see, and I really do enjoy just watching people having fun out here, because this is why I built it. And I feel really lucky to have been able to do something like this. It's taken some time to get to this stage, but yeah, it's fantastic, and it's just such a nice wee place to come out to and sit and play games sort of myself. I do have an old Xbox hooked up over there as well, and it hooks up over to that screen there. So I can sit out here, have a movie going in the background, play a few games. It's fantastic, and I absolutely love it. So there we are, guys. That is the arcade as it stands. Like I say, I'm really pleased with being able to have something like this. This is absolutely fantastic, and I do feel really lucky to be able to have sort of built this over the last couple of years. And I'm glad that you guys have enjoyed it that much, that you've stuck around and watched the content, liked the content, and passed it on. So I really am appreciative to that. Thank you so much for the 500 people who have subscribed. Well, 500 plus now. I think last time I checked it was 507. So thank you all for subscribing, and thank you all for watching, liking, sharing. You guys are absolutely amazing, and we wouldn't keep doing this if you guys didn't enjoy it. So thank you very much, and yeah, I will see you again very soon. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye bye for now.